Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to show you how to fix those sagging doors on pretty much any GM truck or SUV from about 1988 to 2000, basically the body style you see here. Tools you'll need are a regular screwdriver, pliers, hammer, hydraulic jack, and an assistant. And you can have a lovely assistant or otherwise, and as in my video, it's kind of otherwise. So, common problem with these trucks is that the hinges start to give out and the doors sag. Okay, 1A Auto, we sell the hinge pin and the new bushings. And you can see right here what you're going to be replacing is this pin. Okay, and then the bushings, and you can actually see that bushing is somewhat worn out right there. And also the lower one. You might as well do both of them at the same time. Okay, you're going to start by removing the little retainer that's in a groove at the top of the hinge pin. Okay, and I'm just using a screwdriver and some pliers and prying and just twisting and pulling, and basically until that little retainer comes apart and pull it off.
There's actually a spring right down in here that you got to pull out, and it's very easy to get out. Getting it in is more fun, and I'll show you getting it back in. But to get it out, you just kind of pull down with the screwdriver, and then it comes right out. I'm going to coat the top here with a little bit of penetrant, and down here, hopefully make it slide out a little easily. Now I have a 1/4 inch extension here. But you can use whatever you need to use, a piece of wood, 3/8 extension or whatever. And obviously I'm being very careful not to contact the windshield. Try not to contact my door here. Let's use this end. Okay, and once I get it to a certain point, probably, yeah, now it's come right out. Okay, so there it is. So the bottom pin's kind of the same process. First you want to, there's a lock ring right underneath here. Use screwdrivers and pliers and whatnot, and get that lock ring off. Okay, to get the bottom one up and out, just kind of put a little rag in there to protect the paint. Okay, and now you'll need your helper. Once you start getting that bottom pin to come up, then you need to grab someone to help you hold the door. Okay, so we're about to pull our bottom bushing out. We've got a jack underneath the middle of the door and a helper here, and what he's going to do is once that pin starts coming out, he's just going to support the door, and then he's going to take the jack and use the jack and slide the door back away. I've got my bushings and pins, new bushings and pins ready here, so as he slides it away, he's going to hold it. I'm going to put in the new bushings and stuff, then we're going to slide the door back and put it all back together. Driver to roll out. Okay, it's pretty loose now.
Okay, so what I do here is I grab onto the pin with some pliers, then I put a screwdriver underneath, and then use the pliers and the screwdriver to kind of pry the pin up and out.
Okay, so now we're got that bottom pin open out. Now the door's free. Slide it just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to use a screwdriver, pry my old bushings out.
Okay, so just use a screwdriver to pry out the bushings and just try to take note of which way you pry them out so you can reinstall them the same way.
So here's the condition of the couple of the original bushings. This one's worn almost all the way through. So as far as these bushings go, you have two different size ones. You got a larger one, and the larger one is going to be at the head of the pin, and the smaller one. Okay, so on the top, the pin goes in that way. So you want to put on the top, you want to put the larger bushing up this way, and the smaller bushing down this way. Okay, on the bottom, it goes down in this way. So you want to put the larger bushing down this way, and the smaller bushing up this way.
Okay, so here I'm just going to speed through that. Just use a hammer to kind of tap the bushings into, and you're always putting the bushings into the vehicle side, or the vehicle part of the hinge. Okay, just to summarize what's going to happen over the next minute or so, I'm basically working with the helper to line up the door and then slide the bottom pin down and then slide the upper pin up, and then I'll use a hammer to kind of tap them in place, and then use the hammer to hit them hard into place.
Pin down in, just try to line it up here. You push the top of the door back towards the back of the car. There we go. Okay.
Okay, remember here too that the door is resting on the jack, so most of its weight is there. The helper is just kind of steadying it, moving it side to side or front to back.
Let the door down, let the back of the door down a little bit. Okay, so then we'll just drive the pins the rest of the way in. Okay, so now that we've driven the pins up and in, just take your little lock ring. Okay. Put a little 9mm socket on there. Okay. Do the same thing down here. Sorry if my head's in the way a little bit.
Okay, so the last step is to install this spring, and unfortunately due to time, you're going to have to check out our other videos, and I'll make it a reply to this video to see how you install that spring.
Okay, so now with those new bushings and pins, no more door play. And it closes nice, and doesn't fall down when it opens.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.